Okay, so for this class, we're going to talk about worker privacy. So Eugene, can you read the first paragraph and then Iris read the second paragraph?
Okay. Technology is an integral and often indispensable part of our lives. However, it can also be an intrusive part, especially where the workplace is concerned. Many employers and bosses contact employees outside of working hours. This means staff can never entirely switch off from work.
The government in Portugal has taken steps to limit this incursion into the lives of workers. It has introduced a law that prohibits employees and bosses from contacting workers by email, message, or phone outside of working hours. The law applies to companies with more than 10 employees. It states that any violations constitutes a serious offense and could result in financial penalties if
Okay, so if all bosses, were not allowed to contact workers after work, how would this make workers' life better? Eugene, what do you think about this?
I think it would make workers' lives much better because workers don't need to worry about their work when they are on the weekends or when they are getting work off.
Okay. Iris, what do you think about this?
It would make lives better for me because I am a person who will reply the boss's messages in any time.
You'll reply your boss's message anytime, like 3 a.m.
If I'm still awake.
Are you serious? Even if you're awake? Oh my God, that's crazy.
She's so crazy.
So if you're awake and you see her message, can't you just say that you're sleeping and ignore it?
I used to do that.
When you mean too bad?
If I but I starting to tell myself it is not a good way to replay the message. I think I need to balance my life and work.
Right, so balance your life. So have balance between life and work. Okay, right. Okay, great. So Chopper is here, waiting for Chopper to come online. Chopper, can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So today we're talking about worker privacy. So we're just talking about what you think if bosses were not allowed to contact workers after working hours. What do you think about that? Do you think that it's good? You think that, what do you think about in the perspective of bosses if they are limited? Do you think they're able to not call you? What do you think?
Sorry. I feel if my boss my boss contacted me after working I I will feel not happy with my boss because I think because I think it's my reset times. I will go to gym. And I must rest. And I want to train my family. Yeah. I can't allow my boss contact after work.
You can't allow him? What do you mean?
Not easy things. Easy things for all bosses. Maybe maybe I can quit this type bosses. Yeah, it's my opinion.
Okay. So here for discussion question, if you were the boss, would you contact workers after hours? Why or why not? Eugene, give you this question.
If I was the boss, I would not contact workers after hours because I think if I could let them relax more and next day they will be more energetic at work. So I won't contact them.
Okay, great. You're such a great boss. Can you be my boss? Okay, what kind of relationship do you have with your boss? Iris.
Okay. My relationship with my boss is because we know each other many years, and she is a friend, mentor, and also my boss. Yeah. However, she gives orders anytime after work hours. It has been continued to 5 years. Yeah. But recently I feel a little bit disturbing and affect my personal life. So I need to adjust my my life, and maybe I need to talking with her. That's my situation.
Okay, interesting. So, Chopper, is technology ever intrusive in your life? Can you give some examples?
I've I feel is directly in fact my life is social media in the internet on the internet. I like to use Line to connect my friends, but I hate Line too. Yeah, because sometimes I need to relax. And I don't talk everyone.
Talk with everyone.
Yeah. Just only me.
You don't talk with everyone.
Talk. Yeah. Sometimes. Like 1 hour in on the weekend. Yeah, but sometimes everyone want to find you, want find me. Yeah. So like easy to find someone. The application. Yeah. It can it lets people to easy. It lets people to let people easy to call someone and connect someone. So sometimes I hate it.
Right. So it's something that's very convenient, but also something that can really mess up your, sometimes they say like even your personal life, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, totally agree. But I also think it's very important that you manage your boss, right? Like Iris, I don't think that if in the beginning, every time your boss messages you and you message them back right away, they will expect that from you. Because if there's one time when you don't message them right away, you'll get in trouble because they expect you to message them right away, because that is how you establish this relationship, right? So it's also about how you interact with your manager or your boss. That is how they will be used to working with you. I want to give an example of when I was working with one of my bosses, and it's totally different how he works with me, because I only let him message me during work hours. After work hours, he won't find me ever. And even if I see his message, I don't message him. Or if it's on the weekend, he tells me to do something, I will message him back and say, sure, I'll get back to you on first thing Monday. So they never expect me to do any work during after work hours. And I think that's something that a lot of people working in Taiwanese companies, they don't do or are afraid to do, but that's how the whole environment is going to be like for you, right? But I guess it's hard for you to do anything now, because if you change now, they're already used to it. But I'm saying that in the future, if you go into another company and you start working, that's when you start to establish a relationship. Yeah. So everyone will have a different relationship with their boss. But if you are someone who is worth them keeping, then they will not overstep you. But if you are very easily to be replaced, then maybe you should be worried. But Iris, I'm pretty sure that you have extensive abilities, right? So people or your boss thinks you are very valuable, then it's okay to do this. So just something for you to think about, because I've observed this difference, and I think it's just very interesting on how my boss would treat me totally different than how he treats everyone else. Okay, so let's talk about the next question is, what do you think of working after work hours? What do you think when your boss contacts you after work, and what would you do? Are you able to not pick up the phone? Because my example is that my coworker, she will always pick up the phone 3 a.m., 4 a.m. If she sees it, she will pick up and she will answer. But for me, I don't, if it's after 6 p.m., I see the message, I won't reply. He can call me, but he can't find me. And he can't get mad at me because it's not my working hour. So let's hear Yuqing go first.
If my boss contacts me after work, I would feel annoyed. And I think I am a person who may pretend that I didn't see the message. Yeah, but
You're like me.
Yeah, and I am glad that my boss never contact me after work. Yeah.
Okay, wow. Then I think that's a good boss.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Maybe your boss can be friends with Iris's boss. Okay, Iris, can you share about your relationship here?
Okay. I think in Asian cultures, we usually spend too much time at work. And maybe we want to earn more money. But I realize living in a high pressure environment will make people sick. So I think workers need to rest to enhance efficiency, including mentally. Yeah. I think I have great responsibilities with my work, and usually will pick up my phone. But thanks Cindy's sharing your examples. I think it is very important, and I will try to adjust my work habit. Yeah, it is good for me. Yeah, but my boss, she is very crazy. Because she not only messages with me, including other colleagues. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, I think that it's going to be hard for you to change your relationship with her, but I think it's also important to communicate, right? Like, when is it okay to message her, right? And you also need to understand, so it's not like I don't work after hours at all. There's this 1 week or 2 weeks where I knew that I needed to finish it within this time. This was very, very time sensitive, and I need to finish it within this week, or there will be a lot of problems. So then I worked over hours during that. Like I would work after like 10 or 12, like in the evenings. But that was because I knew that this was my responsibility and I needed to get the work done. But everything else, I didn't think it was time sensitive. I could do it after the weekend was over. So I didn't really feel that I needed to get it done right now. So I think it's also where you need to let them understand that when is it they can contact you? When is it they will find you? And about your own work schedule, right? If you have everything already planned out and that was what everyone agreed upon, then there shouldn't be a problem, right? But of course, if you don't do your work that you're supposed to do, then that's another thing, right? If you're working after hours because of your low work efficiency, then that's your own problem. But I'm talking about if it's just your boss telling you to do things that is not really something you think is quite reasonable, then I would say, like, I can't do it, right? And why, right? I will always give my reasons why, or I will let him know that if I do A, then I can't do B, right? I only have this much time, and let them know what to expect. If you want me to do A and B, then it's going to be very late, right? It's not, I put everything together in the same time. I can't do A, B, C, D, E, right? So it's also about how you communicate well with your boss. And I think that's really important. And it will really help you with your work, right? To communicate. So I think that's something that a lot of people, they don't do. They just say yes, yes, yes. Or they say yes, 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 and they overload themselves, and then their work is not done on time. Then they get in trouble.
Yeah.
But it's not really reasonable. But why would you say yes in the first place? Right. Okay. So Chopper, would you like to share about yours?
I remember my boss taught us about contacting after work. She said it's a not okay things about us. Actually, I think when my boss contacts me after work, it's happened big thing or big trouble about my company or my job. So I will pick up her phone and want to hear she said something about company or my job. Yeah. Yeah. Thick.
Is Chopper frozen? Eugene, can you hear?
Oh, think it's yours.
Is it mine or is it Chopper's?
Can hear you, but your ring is
I think the internet is weird. Can you hear me now? I switched to another internet.
Yeah.
Is it better?
Yes.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
yeah.
Sorry, Chopper. Can you continue?
Sorry, I said, I said,
Can someone help him?
You mean it's
which
your
part? Which part? of, okay, I said I will pick up my my boss call me after work because I think it's a big thing about my company or my job.
So you will. You think you have to.
Yeah, I will pick up her phone.
No, you won't pick up her phone. Her phone is with her.
Oh, okay.
I will pick up the phone when
The
she
phone.
calls me.
Okay, I will pick up the phone when she calls me.
Calls me.
Or calls me.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. So I think everyone has a different approach. It's just something that you also need to think about, right? But it also depends on what your position is and how your boss views your position. So if you think you're someone who's hard to replace, then it means that you have more to say, right? The company is afraid to lose you, right? But if you don't feel that you're very valuable, then that's also something that you need to think about why you're not valuable and what you can do to improve and to make the company feel that you're an important asset to the company, right? Okay, so let's talk about the role play. So here we're talking about different forms of technology. We have cameras, game consoles, and microwave ovens. Okay, so I'm going to give camera to Yuqing, game consoles to Iris, and microwave ovens to Chopper. So here you think they're the best form of technology. Give 3 reasons why. Please support your answer, and we'll come back in 1 minute. Okay?
okay.
Great.